Who is Liz?
I don't know. Who am I?
You're stylist number 3.
How do you not lose my money?
If it doesn't work on paper, it sure as fucking gonna work in real life.
What we need to do is market research.
Oh my God, this is real. What are we gonna do?
Telling him about our great idea. What the heck is that?
If it's not working for you, it's probably not working for us either. So like, this sucks.
Every hairstylist I know who does color has health issues.
I want you to make me 2 promises.
I feel like through the end of the year, trying to keep things like simple. I
forgot this is being recorded.
I put some butter into one of the plastic sheets.
Wait, hold on.
Pinky promise. You
We're holding
are
on.
going to,
We're holding it.
Yeah, until I'm done talking.
Fact is, you fucked up.
Maybe Dawson shouldn't be in charge of the team.
So if you keep interrupting, you're just gonna have to hold my hand even longer.
Stay-at-home mom right now is my job title.
Mommy.
Come down this way? No, that's not a door to open. So I think that's been a little bit of an identity crisis.
How do I get Ryan to cry this episode?
Oh my God.
My goal is not, you guys have done a lot in a year. It's like, no, dude, fucking, you should already be better than what you're at.
If you are still where you're at in 1 year, shit, we all failed.
1, 2, 3.
That's a magic number. Yo, what's up?
1, 2, 3. No more, no less. That's a magic number.
I first met Ryan in my first salon. He was one of the OGs of the salon. He was able to explain a lot of techniques to me, coming in as an assistant, and he really helped with advice on all fronts when it came to everything.
Originally, it was just me and Dawson, you know? We weren't gonna add anybody. We weren't gonna open this big hair salon. It was just gonna be us 2.
I met Dawson when he came in as an assistant. It was really funny seeing him get hired and them just immediately bond like this. They were kind of attached at the hip. One of my clients said that they're Siamese cats, which I thought was really funny. And they were really offended by it, but it's okay. They were like, what do you mean?
Once we kind of started designing the space, we saw that a 3rd chair would have fit. But Liz always was kind of the only person that we both felt that is exactly the type of person that we would hire later on. So why not just bring her on as soon as possible?
I was a little sad at first when they left, but I was mostly just happy for them because I knew they wanted to start their own business. And Ryan was at the point in his career where it just seemed like that was kind of his next step to grow.
She is just incredibly talented and is so young in her craft, but is so well-versed in what she's doing and confident. A couple days before I quit, she called me.
So I just called him up and I was like, hey, so you've been in the industry a lot longer than I have. And so I just wanted some advice on what would you do if you were in my situation?
With how things are going right now, I would be looking at other options.
But we're opening a salon, we have an extra chair.
And there's a 3rd chair that we have called Liz's chair.
Would you want to work with us? And I was like, absolutely yes.
So she came over and kind of hung out.
I brought them a bottle of Willet, I remember that.
And we were like, oh, you're trying to buy your way in, huh? It worked.
I have to give props to my dad, because I was like, why do I bring them? And he was like, frick this.
Those tater tots are good. Can you show me your hand in where you feel the pain?
Yeah, it's always this muscle right here. And even if I do this, you can see that my right hand is thicker here than it is there.
Yeah.
Because when you're cutting, most people think that you kind of chomp when really it's all your thumb. And so it's this muscle here, and you can see it's that right there.
So that's 10 years of that repetitive motion. Something that I learned from people I know that have worked in insurance is that hairstylists are not eligible for disability.
Yeah.
Because the rate of incidence is so high. Why do you think, in your own words, I'm so adamant about you getting a fourth person?
Obviously the thing is like, it grows our revenue. That's the obvious decision. But I think it's truly like, okay, let's start building the team so that I can start kind of taking a step back more into like a leadership role.
Nothing about third place changes until you are not having to put in your physical labor for every dollar that comes into the business. Because if you do 14 haircuts a day, how much can you work on the other aspects of the business?
Right.
So now we have to systematize all of those things so that what you can do is say, I'm ready to hire somebody and I have everything they need in order to be as successful as I am. Like, you can come on board and know exactly how to deliver to the third place standard. I want you to make me 2 promises.
The pinky promise?
Pinky promise. You
we're holding
are going to, yeah.
We're holding
it. Until I'm done talking. So if you keep interrupting, you're just gonna have to hold my hand even longer. You're gonna, this week, write down the steps between where you're at right now and fourth person.
Okay.
And you are going to set a time to do the transition process. You're gonna set that date.
Great.
Promise me those 2 things?
Promise.
Okay.
Promise. Fun fact, I do a pinky promise to all of my kids every night. And we do finger kiss, and we do hand hug, and I go pinky promise, and I go ding ding ding. Like that. So the whole time I'm thinking, I want to just go ding 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 the whole time.
Today is going to be an immense amount of work. So if we take the metaphor of building the engine for third place, so far we've understood the destination. We want to wind up at a 10-chair salon. We understand the route there, which is through the sort of personal touch. And now we actually have to start piecing the engine together. You know, what we're trying to do is we're trying to take everything that you guys do intuitively at third place and take that out of your brain and document it. The thing that powers the business at this point is having a consistent system for everything that you do in the business. So the goal of systems is really that the business runs itself and you work yourself out of those jobs.
Yeah, I feel like we're both why and what guys, and we needed some how in our lives. And now that I feel like we're on that process, it definitely feels that the dream that we want to create is actually achievable now, but we didn't know how to get there.
Yeah. So let's get to work. What you see here, these are all of the different types of processes that happen in your business. So every task in your business will generally fall into one of these major categories. Basically, the exercise that we're going to do is we're just going to go through and say, walk me through your day.
I wake up.
Never say you woke up. What's the line from The Office?
That's exactly it.
Suddenly, I was awake.
Touching feet down on both sides. Ever since day number 1, it's just me and where I'm coming from. Rites of passage and shadows on the sun. My people, I stand before you as a man with more true shit than he knows what to do with. I give it all to you long as you can promise me this. When it's time, you will ball up a fist like this. Me and Anthony, we fill all the gaps in and proud of what we make, regardless what happens. Fuck rapping, I sing on key. One thing you should
I can't stand him. Fuck Moana, dude.
Both of us never really knew if we wanted 3. He's the oldest of 3, I'm the oldest of 3, and we thought, maybe 3 is our magic number. Maybe we'll do that. I get pregnant, find out almost to the day of when I was pregnant with Ruthie. So I remember I told my parents on my mom's birthday on May 11th that we were pregnant with Ruthie. And then May 11th, we told them we were pregnant again. So we go in, it's like 8 a.m. on a Monday. Ryan's with me. And the sono tech is just doing the ultrasound. And pretty quickly she's like, there's 2 heartbeats in there. And I can't really describe what the moment was like, literally her words were, "What a Monday."
Okay, let's spin real fast.
Answering any on the surface, prerogative, praise positively, I'm acquitted. Enemies publicly shame my agility after the battle.
Stay-at-home mom right now is my job title. He's full-time at the salon, and then when he comes home, there's not a down moment for either of us. It's like, okay, now we're a team and we're tackling this together. It is hard to rest right now for either of us. It feels like when we do get a second to rest, it's not full, like it's like a couple of hours. Even if you're physically resting, there's this mental, emotional clock that's like always ticking.
You have learned the financial side of it. You've narrowed in on exactly what kind of brand you want to be. You've accomplished a lot. But there are always going to be people out there who can move faster than you.
We cannot operate under the assumption that he is cutting 15 clients a day.
Nothing happens while you are cutting hair all day long.
Right.
If I was having to give up everything just for him to be able to do this, I think we would have struggled with that a lot more, because we know that this is what we want long term, and we know that the payoff is going to be there.
But if you are still where you're at in 1 year, we all failed.
Because he's sacrificing too. Like, we're sacrificing another income for me to be at home.
My goal is not, okay, cool, like you guys have done a lot in a year. It's like, no, dude, fucking, you should already be better than what you're at. You should be better.
And I'm like, okay, I'm doing this then.
It's not because we can't hire somebody. It's because we didn't do the thing that we needed to do.
So I think that's been a little bit of an identity crisis. Everyone talks about losing themselves in motherhood.
You don't have any excess time. Do you want to trade haircuts or your family to grow this business?
I mean, the obvious answer is haircuts.
Can I actually sustainably do this long term?
Got to get that fourth person and get you into a place where you take on a leadership role.
Shit.
Okay, the game's on now. The whistle has blown. How do I show up?
So you did your inventory on Tuesday.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. And you did the journal entry for that.
Yepers.
Okay.
Kevin, do you have lighting on you right now? Did you set up a light for this?
No, there's just my window over here.
Okay.
What?
You look just so much better than me and Ryan.
I can provide some backlighting though.
No, it's okay. Kevin, come back.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to model all of these things since we haven't looked at this in a minute. What I've done here on the income statement is I put in your savings buffer. So you'd make 28 grand and get your 50K buffer in 1 year from today. That 50K buffer is proving to a lender that you can be responsible with cash flow, that you can make a profit. It's also there for future build out costs, because most of the time when you get a loan, they'll expect you to cover at least a part of it, kind of like you put a down payment when you buy a car. So I would say, like, not a good idea to take every last drop of income here.
I think for me, it just like all of this just tells me like, okay, then we need to hire a fourth person and potentially a fifth person.
Dawson?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that. Bring on a fourth person is realistic. I think trying to bring on a fifth just means like me and Ryan would be dropping hours somewhere. Not saying we shouldn't do it or like get there. It is just another can of worms to like process through and think about.
Stuff to chew on.
That's so stupid. Yeah, it's definitely like illuminating, but it like almost like we're paying for like something that like a mistake that we made a year and a half ago, you know? That's kind of how
What mistake is that?
Just like not really thinking through like what is the long term. I don't know. It just a lot of it kind of feels like, well, this is kind of like our bed.
I understand that impulse, but I want to negate that a little bit, because you made a mistake because you did something. And most people don't do something.
Mm-hmm.
And something that you said in the meeting the other day was like, hey, we don't have all the answers for this, but we're still pushing forward. Like, I really admire that. And yeah, you're going to make mistakes. And yeah, they're going to be costly, but you're also going somewhere. I don't think that you can look back and say like, hey, we made this mistake. One, you didn't know. Two, you didn't know where you'd be going. And three, you're fucking doing it. So like, to me, that's the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you should be more proud of what you did a year and a half ago than upset about it.
Yeah.
You can only do hair for so long before your body gives out. So I have been thinking about 20 years in the future or whatever, when my body's like, okay, can't do this anymore. Like, what am I gonna do, Doing color, like you're working with chemicals and bleach and all this stuff that does affect your health. Every hairstylist I know that's been doing it for more than 10 or 15 years has health issues. So.
Wait, we just unlocked a whole new part of the interview.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
What kind of health issues?
Allergy, autoimmune diseases. I mean, we all have back problems and carpal tunnel and hip problems and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. It's also weird that no one really talks about it.
I know, we're talking about
I feel like you just hear so much about like me talking to hairstylists. It's like, the hairstylist things, like your feet hurt and your thumbs hurt and your back hurts and your head hurts and all of these things. And on top of it, I mean, the color that we work with has a strong scent, for sure.
I remember the first time he mentioned that, or it kind of hit me. This was years ago. He was talking about his hand really hurting. He had to go to a chiropractor and he would work on his thumb some. Then he mentioned one time, like, if he ever had an injury or God forbid, like got in a car accident or something and messed up his right hand. And like, I just remember the room caved in on me and I was like, you could not be able to do this forever. That was like a serious moment where I was like, he is not going to be 29 and 30 and 31 forever. And he is not going to have that same thumb and that same joint in this same form as right now. And I remember that scaring me for a long time. I was like, okay, then what are we going to do?
The takeaway here that I'm really excited about is that this 50 grand fits. Imagine if this conversation was, y'all, there's no way we can hit this number.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of, not eating shit, but it's like we kind of only have to do this for a year and a half.
This turns into
debt service. Okay, that's fair.
But again, that's only for a number of years. Also, that's going to be on 10 chairs. But in terms of hitting your long-term goal, it's totally possible. And we're still on track.
Then we don't eat shit.
Yeah. What's the opposite of shit?
Not shit.
You'll be eating not shit.
Thank God.
All right.
There's that smile again, the bathroom break smile.
I hate that fucking smile.
Why? What?
I'm just joking. I love that smile.
Idea that I had. You guys might hate this. Could you rent at a wholesale rate the chairs across the hall?
The short answer is
potentially.
Could you stick a chair in the office?
No. Do you want to get your hair cut in that office?
If it would make you guys more money, yes.
Okay.
It was really interesting seeing the experience I was having at the salon being portrayed in a documentary, because I got to see, like, in real life, Ryan and Dawson growing as business owners. because they've stayed the same as people. They're still very like authentic and genuine and super fun to be around.
I actually really like musicals.
Do you?
Yeah. Sound of Music, obviously.
Duh.
Are you going to say Moana? Musical?
Fuck Moana, dude.
Moana
hate Moana.
rules. La La Land. Fucking rules.
La La Land is
Land was
badass. I love La La
incredible,
Land.
yeah.
I think I am maybe a little bit nervous about adding a new person, but I also am excited because, like, hopefully they hire another girl and we can be friends. But it definitely is a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know if you're going to like this person or get along with this person or if they're going to completely change how the salon runs. But at the end of the day, I know if there were a problem that were to come up because of that, they would fix it. As we progress into a bigger space and as Ryan and Dawson go into more of like a leadership position, I think they'll do really, really well. Even with like just me and like how they manage their clients, I already feel like it's so different compared to everywhere else that I've been or seen or heard of. Like for my birthday this past weekend, they paid for a nice dinner for me and my boyfriend to go eat in Dallas just because it's my birthday. And they were like, yeah, we're paying for your dinner. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Like, why are you doing that? And they're like, because you're awesome. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Should we pump up our chairs so the chairs are all really high?
Or it's just tall, medium, small.
Yeah. Dynamic.
So,
Let's be serious.
Anyway,
Third place.
third place, there's Salon.
The systems we're rolling out today, we've already been doing. More so, it's just getting in the practice of having a checklist and making sure that things get done properly so that when we bring on a fourth or fifth person, they just slide right in rather than us learning it the same day or us not been doing it, but now we have to be keeping up with it. We want them to kind of come in and slide in just like, oh, they've been doing this already for a long time and they have it like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and also just like whenever people come in, like setting the standard, like we're already doing it, we're initialing, we're like all on the same playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So, and like as we work through all of this, if you have any thoughts or ideas or something's not working for you, just like talk. Because if it's not working for you, it's probably not working for us either. So like we can all collaborate and figure out like what works and what makes sense for everybody. You won't offend us with anything if you're like, this sucks.
God, you're so freaking lucky. Well, I thought you left and I was freaking gonna go off on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, he just leaves? What, he just leaves these days?
I would never
make fun of his forearms and he
I feel like I look ridiculous right now.
No, you look great.
You look great. Shut up. Shut up. This fucker left the fucking door open. Okay, can you pull up the modeling sheet for small third place? I'm telling him about our great idea.
What the heck is that? Are you so excited? You have this great idea?
Yeah, are you so excited? He had this slam dunk of an idea.
Yeah, I wish I could actually hear it.
Will you leave?
I'm officially leaving. I'm a client.
Yeah, get out of here.
Bye.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything about my shoes being off, so I'm surprised by that. And this idea is not like more so if it works, I just want to see how well it works.
Oh, wow. Okay, this sounds like an idea.
Anytime that we talked about having a fourth person, I think, you've been pushing it. We're like so reluctant because in our brains, all we have to offer them is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, which I don't know really anybody who would want to work Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. It's not really super beneficial for the company to have somebody working maybe 2.5 days. If we rented a chair for 2 days a week in the other room, we could offer a stylist Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So a full-time employee. Thursday, I would work over next door. This person could have my chair. Fridays, Dawson goes over, and then Liz doesn't work Saturdays. So
only you or Dawson would be working across the hall.
Right.
You can still keep the spirit of third place because one of you will still be present in the other room, right?
Right.
So like what we had budgeted was basically 2.5 days. We could open them up to 4 days now.
Mm-hmm. And I would probably just model it after Liz's numbers.
Dude, I think this works.
I knew it would work. I just didn't know how well it would work.
I think this just solves so many problems. So
Yeah.
this is a slam dunk.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, don't put that in. Cut that.
In my mind, Ryan and Dawson could be doing what they're doing, cutting hair in a really awesome cardboard box, and people would like come to check it out. And they would give them a beer, they would give them a haircut in a folding chair. Sick experience.
Something that Ryan says is like how to keep a salon alive is to make happy clients, but it's really to make your stylist happy and like the people who are actually doing the services.
If they were just making the documentary and had lives outside of it, sweet. But like Dawson's building a clientele. Ryan's figuring out how he can like offload and take less clients or move his schedule around, and like it's just full fucking steam ahead.
And I think that's where a lot of salons go wrong is like they don't prioritize the people, and I feel like they really do. So I really appreciate that about them. They're really cool.
And then I know it's probably like hard for you because this is your thing, right? I don't know, honestly, like the vision that you have in your head or the timeline that you have in your head or whatever, but like just going on this journey with them.
Hey, I got your wedding invite yesterday.
What'd you think?
I was very excited. I didn't expect one, but
Why would you not?
I don't know. I didn't know how big this.
What do you mean?
Yeah, dude. You're officiating at a
I was very touched to receive that.
Oh, sweetie.
Well, we're excited to have you.
I RSVP'd immediately.
Yeah, your like commitment to them and seeing them succeed. And however much time that takes, you know, the only way to the other side is through. So is everyone down to go through?
The funny thing is, like, this is gonna be the scrappiest time in the history of third place. And when you get big, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I promise.
Hope we'll look one day, look back and just chuckle, you know? Like, remember that? Remember when we all just did that?
All right, boy.
All right. Thanks, dude.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Dawson.
Yo, something's wrong here. No, not again. Get the daisies for the
potholes in my lawn.
Also, $20 laminator. I actually have lamination sheets in there that I can give you.
Cool.
I don't have the laminator anymore because...
Why would you need it?
Because I destroyed it.
Oh. Did you break it? On purpose?
I did.
Out of anger?
Yes. Did you?
I don't know if I want to tell the story on camera.
But it's only your eyes are going to see it.
That's true, yeah. You know how like laminated pastry or whatever, it's like butter in between sheets of dough. I put some butter into one of the plastic sheets and ran it through the laminator just to see what would happen.
Wait, hold on.
You don't know my life, okay?
So you're talking about laminated pastries? Is how this started. Like, what's an example of a laminated pastry?
Yeah, like a croissant.
Like croissant.
Yeah.
Just like folding it in.
Puff pastry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know like what led up to like you getting the butter from the kitchen, going into the office.
No, it wasn't frozen.
You're supposed to freeze it.
No, I brought the laminator in. It's like that big. I brought it into the kitchen.
I want to know how you got there. Like, what were you thinking through? Like, did you eat a croissant? Did you see a video?
I was thinking it would be really funny to run a piece of butter through the laminator. That's as far as I thought.
I want to know how, like, where that stemmed from.
Because I was eating a laminated pastry.
Okay, there we go. That's what I needed.
So, like,
okay, so then
I was like, what would happen if I actually stuck butter in here?
You did it.
And I did it.
Fucked it.
And it just kind of squeegeed the hot butter into all of the electronics of the laminator and started smoking.
Oh,
started smoking?
Then what?
Then I unplugged it and threw it away.
That's such a crazy story. I really enjoyed it.
You guys have no idea who I am, really.